Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Frozen and say we're back with some more Hades. Oh, just no Hades, actually. Man, I got stuck into that, didn't I?
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
What are the limits of your power?
What should we unlock then this time around? Do we just keep the Zacharias one and upgrade it? I think so.
We are inseparable now.
What's all that racket over there?
That we are. So, how are we all doing, everyone? I have had a bit of a busy day of it all, really. Dionysus. I do like the Dionysus one. I'm always a big fan. But we should probably try and take some of the other stuff as well, right? Like, actually level all of these up. But, you know, my Dionysus, me and my bro, we got to do it, we got to do it. Let's go. What are we doing today, then? What is our level of measures that we need to take? Hard labor, convenience fee. Ooh. Heat 6, let's go.
Wretches of the underworld, take heed.
But yeah, I've had a busy day, so...
Look to me for clear instruction, boy. Not for the embodiment of the standard to which you are held. Set your aim higher than to be like me.
Fair enough. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of things and got some stuff sorted. Mainly, we got the one stuff sorted. My special becomes a shot deals in an area. Special deals for them. Let's do the special that does explosions.
Power.
I like my special dealing explosion damage. Let's drop down. Fair enough. Encounter each time you cast, otherwise gain that. Attacks do more damage afterwards. Let's just get some more health. That'll be useful. I always complain about stuff that I end up then not like focusing on, so you know. That's me. Making myself a giant idiot without even trying. But yeah, I managed to get some fancy dress stuff sorted for a nice party later on this month, and I am going to look good. I am going to be dressed as the Joker, so I got my entire purple suit ready and, you know, green waistcoat, all that jazz. And next up is just, I'm going to start the face paint stuff. And some temporary hair dye, I think, is on the list of stuff as well. And then try and get my hair in a style that I'm going to appreciate a lot with this. But no, I think it's going to be brilliant. It's that point, though, where it's like, do I just pay the whole character for the whole night long and just see how long it lasts? You know, they go. You know. It should be the whole kind of. You know. Just go with the whole crazy laugh and everything else as well. I don't know. It'd be fun anyway, either way. But I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's nice. It's one of those things where it's like, doing like D&D with friends and stuff. I tend to like, you know, putting on for stupid voices, acting out certain characters, stuff like that. It becomes very rare when you get the chance to do it and actually like have fun with it as well. So. Now between that, there's also like me trying to work on the voice and the laugh and stuff that I'm going to try and hold up all night long, and that'll be a nightmare. It's like, do I keep that as a variation on my own voice, or do I just like give the hell up and just go, you know what, just gonna keep throwing spears.
Hello, Zach. Fancy running into you. There's no need to work yourself so hard, you hear me, yeah? I reckon this should take the edge right off.
Ah, yes, my husbando. My attacks inflict hangover. That would be delightful, but, yeah, not really what I was looking for, to be honest, unfortunately, my friend.
That's good.
So I guess my dashes will inflict it for me instead. Guess it's still pretty good, just so the fact that if I have anything that chases me down, we can kind of do passive damage to it without having to wait and throw stuff. But yeah. So that's on my to-do list later for this month, which is going to be really fun.
Of chaos has been lifted.
Wow, so been messing around with some of the editing software to kind of get more... like, more fun editing stuff involved, which, would be nice for you guys to kind of have as well, and kind of make the channel a bit more unique in my own way.
Dionysus, Zagreus. One of these days I shall prevent his vineyards all from ripening. Put to the test his carefree attitude.
My cast drops that, deal more damage after you've received that. The cast inflicts cold. I take Crystal Beam. Let's take Crystal Beam. And I'll guess we'll just go this way. Take the Nectar, why not, right? Always take the Nectar.
You're gone.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that later this month anyway, so that's on my cool thing to do. It's just one of those things, I've always questioned like how much people actually do enjoy like the fancy dress stuff, things like that as well. I'm kind of like in the middle of it. Like, I enjoy it, but I prefer going like, if you're doing fancy dress, you're doing fancy dress, right? I think that's because I was surrounded by a bunch of friends and stuff that always enjoyed like Comic-Con and stuff like that. So like putting an effort into those sort of things kind of became the norm as such.
Good enough.
Not that I don't appreciate the sort of like more simplistic stuff, but as they would say, I'm a man of culture.
Right on cue.
But yeah. Other than that, I don't think much has changed on the channel so far. It is on my list of stuff to keep updating and like trying to learn how to do new things and stuff like that. So that is currently what I'm doing, is doing a lot of the prep work and groundwork behind the scenes, which is I don't know, hopefully I'll get some of that shown off later this month as well. It's something new, so like my brain is now sat in that moment where I feel like I want to be like really good at it, even though technically speaking I don't have to be. It's just got to be my style, right? And like I've said this before, like to other people, stuff like that, and I mentioned it. The main thing is like it's not about whether you know it appeals to everyone or is like, you know, the correct way. The better thing is the thematic of what you're doing, kind of thing, right? Like, does it match your sense of style, your idea, your way of thinking, the whole theme of the thing that you want to try and do, more than it does actually kind of like be really, really, really good.
The gods want me to pick a favorite.
Well, I always pick my favorite. Attacks inflict hangover, but it's really cheap. I mean, I'll pick it up. It's still better than that. We can both sell those two anyway.
You truly think you can...
Yes, I think I can.
Demeter. Looks like I angered her.
I think so. You think so? Man, there's a lot of enemies that has been thrown at me here. I mean, like a lot of enemies. Like this room. Is it just me, or does that feel like a lot of enemies? Oh well. Oh well indeed.
Perhaps you'll exercise more wisdom in such interactions moving forward.
Well, I don't know. Find my specialist stronger. At least if I get the poison, it'll be heroic level. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta speak to him anyway. Gotta make sure Baldy's doing alright. Because I haven't spoke to him in quite a while.
Hey, Your Highness, good old Baldy there had several things he wanted to tell you.
No truer words were ever spoken, Baldy.
Thank you for listening to him. With all that said, I think I've got something for you right here.
Ooh, we'll take the healing actually this time round.
Here you are. Cheers, mate.
Let's gift something to Baldy.
To our most famous boulder. I see.
You know, truer words were never spoken, Baldy. I will admit that.
Careful, all right?
Oh, I do miss some of the ridiculousness.
It is I.
I take damage if slaying foes give me that. I'll just increase my general damage. Increase my general damage, please, and take some healing.
Should come in useful.
Let's go. Deal with the boss. Who we got, Meg? Oh, Persephone.
Finally. You got to
Oh,
Tiffany,
Alecto.
so what? Now I'll get you.
I'm sorry, they're all the same. Oh no, that's Titan racism.
Piece of trash. You.
I think the next thing will be try and get the maybe like the super frost upgrade. Like I can stack it more, or it explodes when it reaches a certain level.
I don't like her very
If I'd like
much.
going through that, then might as well try and plan out that with my spare, or get the frost to do some damage over time while degrading. That could be good. So yeah, let's take this then,
Don't mind me, father. Maybe I should
and
switch.
then
All set.
yeah, we'll get rid of the hangover on there, because like aiming on my attack and I'm already dodging with it, it's just kind of like twofold problem, right?
Check.
Like I had to get rid of one of them, and that's the only one that appeared, so. But it is just nice to chill back and play a little bit of Hades again, you know? Like, it is amazing how good this game still looks. Right? Like, you got to admit that. And the Icicle Spearman. Just throwing out long-range icicle projectiles. Close range, long range, makes no difference. We throw them. I guess taking more darkness. I mean, I should pick up the gems, but like, darkness gives me HP and stuff as well. Although I did watch the Xbox showcase, and gotta say, like, even like the sort of explanations on some of the stuff from that, for like Obsidian Studios, like, well done. Like, it was fun, it was entertaining, it showed off some really cool stuff, bit of kit and stuff and things like that as well, which really showed off like what their plans was.
Got it.
I mean, I didn't get to see the price of the new kind of Xbox handheld, whatever they called it. Oh god, it's terrible, I already forgot the name of it. But yeah, like, if it's anything similar to like the Steam Deck or stuff like that, my only question at that point then is like, is it worth the spec difference? If there is a spec difference, or what the full specs are? I guess that'll come later, right? You can probably look that up now, actually, but I am too lazy. But it's something I'm interested in, right? And like what the storage capacity on them is as well, because like download games and stuff, you know. Does it come with like external storage as well? Like, can I upgrade it, or is that going to be something that's very specific?
Hermes.
Hiya, boss. I'd ask what's new, but I already know. I have my ways, and you have to get right on out of there.
Thank you. Really appreciate that. Specialist faster. Restoring 50% of my lost damage after dodging. I do that a lot anyway. Let's go this way.
Course is set.
More freeze would be nice.
Here goes nothing.
No, this is something, because, like, I will admit, I am, like, the casual gamer that kind of, like, doesn't look up many things online when it comes to games or stuff, like the best builds, what the best strategies are, and stuff like that. For some of you, I'm probably like your dad gaming, but, other ones, I probably am like you, but worse. Which I think comes off in a good way as well. Like, you know, I come up with dumb things and everything else, and, like, I will find solutions and do stuff that no one thinks is normal, and then people are like, oh, and you still learn something new, right? I've put in one of the comments to respond to someone. I think, like, the best part of a game is finding something out yourself and then being like, how do I implement that and make it work for me to, like, continue having fun with it, right? When first chilled, they're slower. And yeah, okay. I think that's the exact thing I was looking for. Well, I didn't really read it, I just picked it up. You know, just like brain malfunction, doesn't care. But yeah, I'm kind of, I kind of feel like that's, like, a pretty big important part, right? So, like, I've been playing through, like, actually finally have time, a bit of time to play through, a bit more of, Expedition 33, or Player Obscura, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, such a good game, such a good game. Like, 100%, like, reminds me of the classic RPGs of old that I used to play, and kind of reignited that passion I had for games as well, for, like, that sort of style, right? Which is a good thing, right? Because I've missed playing those sort of things for quite some time. I am a massive RPG fan back in the day, and I played quite a lot of them. You know, like the mechanics, the idea, and the progression systems and stuff like that as well.
Oh, good.
Special being even faster sounds great to me.
Time to pick up the pace.
Like I was the loser back in the day when they had, like, the job class system from Dragon Quest. I would go around and try and make sure that I got all my characters leveled up in every class and every job. Fun times and a lot of wasted time.
That's a bite. Victory.
I did the same in, like, Bravely Default as well. That was fun.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Attacks inflict with lament. When a foe is slain, nearby get weak. Ah, that's very good, actually. And darkness. Let's go see Lenny. Is it Lenny? Or Lerny? That's Lerny, isn't it? Lerny. My god, I've not played this game for a while.
Day, Lenny. And now, prepare to die.
But yeah, I've kind of been looking forward to a lot of stuff that's coming out, and it's kind of nice to see the Xbox showcase kind of really, like, show off some decent stuff for once. Plus, like, some of the other Final Fantasy games that I never got to play that I was kind of interested in playing as well, actually coming to it. It's kind of one of the things I never really understood when it came to, like, the exclusivity deals between consoles, right? Because, I mean, I just want to explain this in a particular way that one of my friends kind of suggested it to me back in the day when we were discussing, like, how dumb we think exclusivity is in general. exclusivity is like if your toaster that you had, you weren't, like, it wouldn't allow you to put different breads in it. Like bread makes, like your Hovis, your store-bought brands and stuff like that. Like, it only accept a certain type of bread. Even though there's no difference in them all. What else do we want, actually? Let's take a bit more of that, because I think we got the thing we wanted. Increase the rarity, let's take that. Don't get rid of anything from here. No.
Enough of this.
Like, could you imagine him go to the store and buying a very particular bread brand to put into your toaster because it wouldn't allow you to put anything else in there, and suddenly that one particular bread brand decided the fact that because it only works with that one particular toaster and 50% of the population own that particular toaster, you then had to pay more for that particular type of bread. And it's literally the same thing as like the coffee pod stuff with the whole coffee machine things, right? But what's silly is the fact that they're between the publishers and obviously the people that make the toaster, there is no financial connection unless they give them money beforehand as an upfront fee. But then you're like, well, why wouldn't I just allow my bread to go in every toaster? Like, I would make more money that way, right? Yeah, but then you won't get the upfront costs to help you develop your games and stuff. And it's just like, I get it when it needs the upfront costs, right? Game development isn't an easy thing. But I feel like bigger companies that didn't need the exclusivity stuff to develop games, like, why are you doing it? Like, someone in game development or something explained to me, like, if you've already got the capital to make the games and stuff like that, is it just something like a hedge your bet scenario? Is it to make sure that you don't, like, lose too much if you do end up not making a decent game? Then why are you planning to fail? Is my question on that front, right? Like, I'm not a game developer. One day I might be. You never know what the future may hold. It's something that I've always wanted to do in sort of like a small capacity anyway. And I've got ideas, stuff like that, and I kind of learn in my free time while programming things and learning small little bits, but it's more of an actual, literally a hobby. It's not anything where I'd sit there and be like, yeah, this is going to be a money-making thing for me. This will be my job now. Because I've seen the industry and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. Fair play to all you indie devs and stuff like that out there, like, well done.
What do we have here? Good enough to eat.
Special being stronger, I do like that.
Stronger still.
Ooh, let's go say hi to the guy. Hi to the guy.
I ought to have been cast into the meadows of sprawling asphodel.
You ever want to travel past the Sklade, sir? Elysium in all its splendors. There's a lot to see. Sure you're all right?
I'm sure enough, stranger. I traveled far and wide whilst I drew breath. That got me rid of any wanderlust. This little corner suits me well, I think. I have the statue there, the river. It's quite nice.
The I think. It's just like, this is what I mean where it's just like some things just really kind of like make you understand.
Thank you.
Like someone's kind of like the wording is very important on that. The I think, right? But yeah, I'm kind of in the idea of like, exclusivity is just bad in general. Well, not bad in general. But there's a risk assessment done with it, right? You're giving up the potential profits in the long term that you could have, like once the completion goes, for the immediate profits and the funds for the full development. Now, my other question on that is, as now we're finding out what they are doing, if you've gone past your exclusivity deal notice, right, why aren't you just allowed to release it on other consoles and other platforms as a developer? Like, what's stopping you at that point?
Farewell for now, Sinister Boss.
It is a veritable crime your father distances himself from all the rest of us. It is fortunate that you yourself are not so disagreeable.
Ooh, special inflicts doom. and it's heroic, yeah.
Lady Dempster won't mind, will she?
I don't know, hell, but I completely agree it's a good swap. I guess it's not really, but because I don't have the chill effect anymore. So I lost like my entire combo because I was too greedy and thought, ah, this is brilliant. But yeah, it kind of baffles me, and it's like spin attack. Hold to special for basement and range. Special does more damage to armor. So the damage to armor, to be honest, actually.
Power I can get.
I like the idea of that. Ooh, 2 buffs. Let's go. So yeah, so like unless like the company does actually like own you. Doom. Let's do that one. Alright. Then you're not really like...
that, Zagman. I thought we were close as grapes upon the vine, but I was wrong.
I'm sorry, Dionysus. I really am.
Didn't have much choice.
I do love you, bro.
I angered him, I guess.
But yeah, it's kind of like, why would you not then decide to just release your game on like all other platforms, like once you had completed like the term you needed for the exclusivity, right? Like, why would you stick to it? I mean, there are a bunch of developers that you probably could say are like, they are PlayStation developers, but they're not owned by PlayStation Studios. Same with like other stuff like that. It's like Square Enix, although they released a lot on PlayStation and stuff, like I think they may have like contracts with them, but they weren't owned by Sony. Or are they?
I just can't stay mad about you, Zag. And to be honest, why, I wasn't that mad to begin with. I just thought I'd shake your branches up a bit.
Oh, you Dionysus. Attacks inflict hangover. Take less damage from below. Heal 40%. Using a fountain. Lasting consequences. Due to a pact, any effects. Oh, yeah. It's probably... Nah, I guess some poison... Actually, no. The defensive thing could be still good. Go this way. So, yeah, I'm like, why don't they end up, like, releasing all their exclusives onto other consoles anyway, unless there's other legal stuff in between it, like Bloodborne, which is its own bloody minefield. I think the thing with like Bloodborne is that Sony actually own the exclusive rights to it, and then like the other issue is then the other half of the rights are owned by FromSoft, which I think means there's a legal issue on why neither side can do anything with it without coming to an agreement first. And the issue is like, if one person comes up to the other one and goes, we want to do something with this IP, it's like, oh, okay, you signed a showing a sign of weakness, so therefore we can get more money out of you for this kind of thing, right? When, like, if they just, like, split it, the revenue and everything else, like 50-50, like development costs, stuff like that, everything else, just kept the whole ownership stuff. I don't know if they actually do own 50-50, but, you know, like, kept that split correct, then like they could make a really good game, maybe even a sequel or a follow-on from that, or something very similar to it in that sort of style and stuff like that as well, with the whole same mechanics. But I guess that's what the there's the Switch 2. Oh yeah. So might as well start about that, the whole Switch 2 stuff, because that's come to my mind. So I'm kind of really petty, because I hate petty things at the same time. So if someone's petty with me, I'm really petty with them. And put it this way, Nintendo have lost all good faith from me to the point where, like, they've got to earn it back in some way or shape or form. And I will only now ever buy anything they do discounted. And, like, I never like buying really big releases until, like, I either get them secondhand or, which I don't think you can anymore either, which is another problem in itself, right? You know, that's another entire discussion that's completely different from this. There we go, this one's just, I have to go shop now. Right, yeah. Attack inflict chill. Dash inflicts chill. Actually, that's pretty good. Demeter's Aid, we'll take that.
Oh, that's cold.
Behold, Asterius! Our hated enemy has come to be dispatched before a loving crowd once more.
How delightful. But yeah, you won't really see me going out my way to pretty much like support Nintendo products or be like, oh yeah, like this total thing is like completely worth our time or anything else, or even just like being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch someone play the new Mario Kart to see what it's like and stuff. Like, I'm just not gonna do that.
Not ready to admit defeat as yet.
Right. It's just something I'm not going to do, because... Like, no offense to the developers and stuff that do develop stuff for Nintendo consoles or things, or anyone else as well. It's just, Nintendo being so money grubby that they've kind of really lost their way of what they were once, which was... Nintendo was a family console, and it was a console for families to play together and stuff, right? And they've kind of, like, lost that now. Like, Reggie put it in a really good way, that he managed to get, like, so many Nintendo consoles to actually have them in the homes and stuff. And then parents are like, oh, what do we do? And then, like, the idea of, like, families and stuff just genuinely, like, playing it around holidays and stuff. Was such a unique and a really good marketing strategy that this guy called Doug Bowser literally does personify being a villain, right? Like, he does his name justice, let's put it that way.
Oh, back.
Monster, your battle prowess leaves much to be desired.
Which is a bit of a shame, really, right? I don't know whether it's just like the people. I mean, I don't know why it is. They've, like, Nintendo have always been like it. It's just they had someone in charge that kind of like fought back against those greedy, enterprisal, capitalistic tactics to get as much money out of the consumer. Which, you know, fair play. It was nice to see someone do that, you know. And it really goes to show that, like, once that person disappeared from the site, good old Reggie. He's still around, it's just, you know, he's no longer having any influence really at Nintendo anymore, which is kind of like the real problem. You can really see the downfall that Nintendo's gone. Right? Like the idea that Nintendo never does sales on any of their own products, whether it's from one games that released like 20 years ago, or stuff like that. Right? Like, the goodwill is just gone. And like maybe companies will learn from like mistakes like this, but I just don't think they will do. You know? Like, the whole thing of like, oh, we've got a game and we got to try and make money with it. So what we're going to do is like not appeal to our core audience and appeal to a bunch of people that have never played the game before. Even though we could guarantee like this many units in sales if we just make the same game again but better. Yeah, also, someone explain to me, like, why is it that everything all these companies have to do just seems to get worse and worse every year? like, is it some sort of, like, ego thing? Is it just, like... Well, actually, no, I know what one of the problems is, because, it happened for ages and a lot of people complained about it, which was nepotism. People getting to positions of power when they really weren't the best for it, and companies didn't want to hire the person who basically carried the team to be in a manager position at the time, because if they did that, that would mean that that person wouldn't be able to do the low grunt work they were already doing by carrying an entire team of 5 people. So they hired the guy that did half the work of that, like the normal guy, to be the manager, because like any idiot can be a manager. And then they're wondering why the decision-making processes have just got worse over time. I guess we'll take that. Maybe that'll be more useful, who knows. Ooh, fish. I know that's not the actual term of nepotism, but you know, it's like, you know, hiring your family and everything else. But like the point still kind of like stands on it. It's like this whole attitude of like, I am not going to get the best worker in the position and train them up to be like a really good manager because they make better decisions for my company. I'm going to get some idiot just to be in charge of them because the guy will still perform at the same level anyway. I can just pay him less and the other manager less because he'll take the position for doing it for half the pay of what someone else that would be qualified would be. Right? And as long as the wheels turn, I can push out more money and make more profits. You know? Which basically just means that as a company, I make more money in the short term, but I literally ruin my company in the long term. And then now we're kind of like seeing the after effects of that, of people that can't really make decisions by themselves and also like will put their own personal agenda above everything else when they're trying to design things. Which is just kind of hilarious to me. Also, what is this idea and like, I know I'm on a moaning streak at the moment, it's hilarious, I just really am. Because a lot of stuff just keeps been coming to mind, I've been like thinking about things and stuff like that.
I'll take it.
Yeah, tax and chill, there we go. What is the issue with,
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all 3 of its attentions toward the Satyr Sack.
with people taking existing IPs and deciding they want to tell their story?
For now, boy.
Like, just make up your own story, dude. Create completely new characters that are separate. Don't ruin a franchise that already exists for that. Like, please. Like, really, don't.
As I could.
You bypassed Cerberus again, I see. Unfortunately for the both of us.
And then between that, then we're like getting to the point where people end up writing their own fan fiction and stuff, right? A good example of it was like the Harry Potter thing and stuff, and like the whole point about Harry Potter wasn't anything to do with like it didn't matter what race someone was, everyone could identify with Harry in some way as a kid, right? Not because your parents were terrible, but because we've all feel like we've been like hard done by in some way, shape or form, whether it's through circumstances, or whether it's through like upbringing or with people we interacted with, the person getting the better sequential treatment. Like, it hits all the notes of like having siblings, or you know, being a adopted child, being an orphan, or stuff like that, right? Like, it hits all those notes as a kid, especially around the age that I was when it kind of came out and stuff as well. But even kids with no struggles still kind of like liked it for the mysticism and the magic and like the story in general, right? You didn't need to kind of like adapt the story to suit in with the modern audience, because it was already kind of built for the modern audience before it even started. And then, like, don't get me started on like the whole J.K. Rowling and writer stuff and things like that as well. Like, writers can do whatever they want with their media. It's their media at the end of the day. Like, I'm not dismissing that, but it gets to a point after a while when you think, does a writer do it because the fact they still care about the medium, or is it because they want another paycheck? And yeah, it's pretty obvious which one we can kind of guess is on that now. And come on, what is this idea and people having to have like millions and millions of pounds and dollars and stuff just to survive in the world this day and age, right? Like, you don't need that much money as a normal person, like, to live a good life either as well. Like, you don't need as much money as like they say. Like, why can't they like separate the wealth and spread that around a bit? Like, I'll say now, I can run a company, that's fine. Not do it for like literally like 1% of the current CEO's wage. Still be £100,000 a year though, wouldn't it? Or worse, like, most of the stuff they end up doing, like, they don't actually, they don't get a wages per se. They get, like, bonus and stock options, right? Because at this point, that is the more efficient way to, actually, make money as such, right? You know, like, you sell your stock options, and then basically the interest that increases on those allows you to basically borrow them more money later down the line. So in theory, as long as the company you have continues to make money, you don't need to pay taxes ever, because you're borrowing money against assets, which... yeah, that's a nightmare one. You're borrowing money against assets, which basically just means that it's a debt rather than it is actually a an income. Part of me thinks there should be something against that, but...
You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you. There is no escape.
There. By my
Not a bad run. Not a bad run. It's nice to be played back a bit more in Hades, to be honest. Missed it a little.
The surface once again. Prince Zagreus breathes deeply of the wildflowers and the roses and the like, among which one of them contains an allergen so intolerably potent that it causes this.
Oh no!
Killed by a flower. I shouldn't laugh. It's a very serious crime. Many things are killed by flowers.
Wonder if I can get out even faster.
Hello. Let's speak to main people.
There's still an awful lot to do around here, isn't there, Zagreus? I'm still getting caught up on day-to-day affairs.
Day-to-day? How can you even tell it's day around here anyway, Mother?
Well, that was just a guess now that you mention it. In any case, forgive me if I don't get swooped up in every household detail, all right?
Never. So what happened when Mother first arrived, if I may ask? Some of your residents seem to remember the Queen from before. Yet the Olympians just never found out?
They had no jurisdiction here. No knowledge of our goings-on. Well, Hermes did perhaps, but in a very limited capacity. As far as anybody knew beyond this realm, our queen was Nyx. Ask nothing more of this.
All right.
That is a weird thing, right? Like the flaw in the logic. Like, it comes out, I think, understand later, but...
I, wanted to apologize for when I pried about your past. I just wanted to get to know you better, but I was insensitive, and I'm sorry.
Oh, Dusa.
Oh, Your Highness, Zagreus, come on. Don't even worry about it. I'd already forgotten. Really, no big deal. It's just the past me. It's as though it wasn't even me. This is me now. I'm glad I'm here.
Oh, bless you, Dusa.
And I'm glad too.
Bless you indeed. Who else can we speak to?
I think I understand now, Nyx. You've been here longer than the rest of us combined. You've seen this house go through a lot. Even before Lord Hades took his place. I never should have doubted you.
To doubt is an important instinct, Megara. Without it, we could not conceive of better circumstances than the ones we know. Besides, I am the knight. Others shall always doubt me. You may doubt me again. I ask only that you heed well your intuitions from now on.
I will. I promise, Nyx. And if there's anything you ever need that I can do, well, please, just ask of me.
Oh, they're making up.
This is my latest haul.
But yeah.
Totally worth it.
Like, so many stuff I just never really understand, and like the logic behind it just seems to always like go against what my brain is telling me, right? Always the way, though. It always is the way. Do I have any more upgrades I can do to this wall? No. Unless we swap them over, I guess. Worry about that later. But yeah, be nice to play a bit of Hades again. That was a pretty quick run overall, considering. But yeah.
I've gone farther than I can see from here.
Again, if you do enjoy any of my content on the channel, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.